I know that the only reason you're doing this is to avoid jail. You can run, but you can't run forever. B, she's pleading guilty now to avoid skirt jail time.
Yeah.
Why would it, another reward?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
It's not why. I have 2 children and I take care of them. I left the shelter in Beaumont to come back to Houston so I can help my mother take care of my children. She can't do it by herself.
How on earth are you going to be taking care of children when you have this and you're testing positive for that? Why do you even have custody of kids? Don't. You need to understand that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
This isn't just a routine plea hearing. It's a full-on showdown between quick fixes and lifelong consequences. The defendant thinks 3 days in jail will close the book, but Judge Fleer sees a storm brewing.
They will emulate you in every single way. If you're nice, if you're smart. I know that the only reason you're doing this is to avoid jail. You can run, but you can't run forever. At some point, if you continue the way you are, you're really going to do some damage. Hopefully, not something that you kill someone, because, now you've dug yourself a little hole, but it's not so deep that you can't get out of. There are programs here where if you successfully complete this, if you apply, they grant you entry and you complete, this gets dismissed. What you're doing now is you're just pleading guilty to be done with this. I'm sure that there's no evidence that's even in. You may be found not guilty, but the evidence is not in. So you can't, this isn't Target where if you don't like it, you can just, you know what, I want to change my mind. I want to fight the case. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. You can never undo this plea after today. Do you understand this?
I have a question about that. For the no contest.
I'm still going to find you guilty. It's still going to reflect as a conviction on your record. You saying no contender? Most people would do that so they don't get sued in a civil court for a civil matter, right? It has nothing to do with this. It's still a conviction on your record.
And we discussed that, we discussed that. And there is discovery, and we're just missing a little, the station video, Your Honor.
Once you plead, there's no turning around. Are you sure you want to do this?
And I went over it extensively with her as well, Your Honor, because I had some questions, but.
When you take a half-ass approach to things in life, you get a half-ass result. This will trail you for the rest of your life. Whenever you want to apply for government loans, when you want to apply for a new house, a car, when you want to get car insurance, what do you think a DWI is going to do? You have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. That's what I was saying. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it'll be there forever. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above, ma'am? Someone to find that that's true? There is a $6,000 surcharge that tacks on to you when you plead guilty to a DWI. I told you there are consequences. $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail.
Would you waive that fee, Your Honor, based on her indigency?
Why? Why would we give her yet another reward?
Because she has the issue, I think a lot of
I get it, but she's testing positive for dope that she shouldn't.
Notice how the judge isn't buying excuses here. He's hammering home the real cost of a DWI. Not just dollars, but children, family, and legacy. Do you think he's being too harsh or perfectly fair?
B, she's pleading guilty now to avoid skirt jail time.
Yeah.
Why would it, another reward?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
It's not why. I have two children and I take care of them. I left the shelter in Beaumont to come back to Houston so I can help my mother take care of my children. She can't do it by herself.
How on earth are you going to be taking care of children when you have this and you're testing positive for that? Why do you even have custody of kids? Don't. You need to understand that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In every single case that we see here with people with the issue, the apple doesn't fall far. Kids are just like their parents. They will emulate you in every single way. If you're nice, if you're smart, if you're easygoing, if you're patient, it all stems from, imagine you are the stalk of a tree, right? Your kids are the limbs. They grow straight. They grow beautiful into just grateful looking flowers. Or they can be, and this is my concern. You're testing positive for these types of things. You're taking the easy way out instead of addressing the issue head just up front. I'm telling you, if you don't, something catastrophic is going to happen. And God forbid, kids in you with your car, If you ever get pulled over in the future, the officers, the first thing they do is they look at your record. If they see that you have this DWI and you have anything remotely funky on your breath, you're acting in an abnormal state, even the faintest smell of alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? So even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. Do you understand? I'm going to waive the fee for you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't want more time?
I think that the situation boils down to,
I won't put her into custody, but I'll expect you to do like AAs every day. If you want
did you want to do that?
to do this, I can give you time, but I'm telling you, I'm going to test you twice a week, so I know you're not using, and I want you to do NA every single day.
Can I talk to her, Your Honor? I'm going to tell her I'm home.
I don't want you to rush in and make a lifetime mistake, because that's what you could be doing right now. Okay.
She would still like to go forward with her plea.
Fine. Far be it from me.
But she would like to acknowledge, though, that she did, take a deep dive into the offer, and she, appreciates that you're concerned.
Far be it from me to stop you. If that's what you want to do, then more power to you. Just understand you can only run for so long, and just don't leave a wake of destruction, because I'm going to waive it for you now. But if you pick up another DWI, it's another $6,000 fee. And from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? And it's in the entire state of Texas. Don't matter where you go. You understand? This will trail you for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. You're giving up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, credit for 2. I'm going to find the enhancement that it's a 15 or above true. I'm going to kill your car costs so you won't owe anything. I'm going to kill the supervisory fee, but if you come back, get ready. I am suspending your license.
So there it is. 3 days in jail, license suspended, and a future forever marked by DWI. A tough but clear lesson from Judge Fleer. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.
License for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. With that, that's a wrap.